Podcast. We are your hosts. I am the Esteban Serrano.
Juan, Cadavid.
Zach, Dionne, welcome.
Yes, welcome. And today we have a dope episode. Of course, we have to talk about these Grammys that just passed us.
Quickly.
We got to talk about Pablo now that we know it's not Tilapia.
Escobar?
Yeah.
It is The Life of Pablo, and we got to talk about whole Tidal situation. We also have Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz that we want to touch on. Lupe is the champion of Street Fighter in all of the world.
I wouldn't go that far.
Something like that. And, of course, we have to hit the flex zone one time and talk about these reboots that are all the rage.
Yep. TV reboots.
Right about
Because we got
now.
Better Call Saul come back, which is a spinoff, but spinoffs and reboots. Yeah.
Spinoffs and reboots, we're going to put them all in the same category. Mm-hmm. Now, if you guys want to join in the conversation via the Twitters, it's plural, right? It's more than one Twitter?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And in the UK, it's
Twitter's
Twitter.
Hit us up with the hashtag BOTC, short for back of the class for you people who are a little bit slow, but we still rock with you. All right, so let's get it started.
Well, first of all, since we're going to start with Grammys, I want to give a quick shout out to one of our favorite and one of the best lyricists of the modern era for their Grammy win.
Kendrick Lamar. 5 of them.
I was talking about Trinidad James.
Oh, man. Shut up.
The man
at the Grammys.
The man won a Grammy.
He won a Grammy
for co-writing Uptown Funk.
Uptown Funk.
You guys are kidding.
No, I'm dead ass.
TJ got a Grammy.
Yeah, and he didn't show up, which makes him even more gully.
It is going all the way down in Atlanta right about now. You know he's sharing Patron shots out of that Grammy right now.
Yeah. Probably.
Mark Ronson missed him on the stage, but he thanked him on Twitter after. All caps, I think.
Wow.
Or he's melting that Grammy down for gold teeth.
Yeah, because he can finish the whole row now.
All gold everything, cat.
No, it's really all gold everything if he got a Grammy.
Word.
But all right, anyway, let's talk about some real Grammy-ness. Yeah. Shout out to TJ.
Kendrick's performance. That was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Dude, my heart dropped into my stomach when I started to hear the Blacker the Berry lyrics. I was like, no, he's not.
The best thing to come out to. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Because it just seems so obvious that it's just going to be all right, and maybe that's it. Like, he could do a big performance with All Right the way Pharrell did with Happy when he did that kind of crazy version. But, oh, my God, coming out with the Blacker the Berry, which was the first song from To Pimp a Butterfly that people heard.
That we heard the day or two after the Grammys last year.
Oh, yeah, true.
It was like 2 days later we heard Blacker the Berry.
Coming out in a chain gang.
Yeah, the showmanship was off the charts.
It was unreal, man. Down to the black light with the crazy paint illness. It was so dope, man. He took it to a whole nother level.
And the performance itself of just the music was so good. He didn't miss a beat. You could see the conviction, the passion in every word. It was phenomenal.
True artist.
And bringing verses that nobody's ever heard at the end there too. And he said afterward he's got just like a barrel of that stuff because he's done it a couple times. He did it on Colbert. I think twice he brought out songs that nobody's ever heard before.
Word.
Yeah.
And it's ill too is that I saw this online yesterday. He actually brought a bunch of kids from the high school that he went to in Compton to the Grammys with him.
Oh wow.
He sent them a limo and they all came and got to see the performance and see him. So that's come on,
that man can do no wrong right now. He's just, everything he's doing is just amazing.
Did you guys see A$AP Rocky was there with A$AP Yam's mom?
Yeah, I saw on the red carpet.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see any of the red carpet. It was my son's birthday, so I was trying to turn up with him.
I didn't see any either, but I saw it after the fact.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's beautiful, man. So that's enough about the Grammys.
Yeah, not much more to say.
To death.
Ridiculous that once again the most commercial album gets Album of the Year.
Right.
Ridiculous, but expected. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I know, but come on, let's recognize the music. Let's recognize the biggest album one time.
I will say, and I told you guys this in private. I know Kendrick won 5.
Right.
I just wish Cole would have got 1 because I feel like he deserved something because his body of work last year and actually even before then has been, I guess, kind of with Kendrick, but not at the level because Kendrick right now is just killing it.
Yeah, and you know what's ill is that like I went back after we had that conversation. I went back and listened to the Cole album again. It's a solid album.
Yeah, it's solid.
But it's no To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah, no,
so
it's
I'm
not.
like trying to think where would I have given it to Cole? And I agree that Cole definitely deserves some shine. He definitely deserves some more recognition.
Absolutely, it'll come.
Because he's a career artist. He's going to be here for a while. He's already been here for a while. He will be here longer, so his time will definitely come. But I can't give it to him over anything because Butterfly was so good.
I wish they would grade more on a curve with people who produce all their own stuff, though, too. Because
I agree.
That's true. It's really impressive.
Very, very true. Speaking of people who produce their own stuff,
or used to,
you know where I'm going right now.
Mr. West?
Come on, man. Mr. West. The Life of Pablo. So tell us, paint the picture, because Zach was there last week at the Garden, in the Terror Dome, it looked like from the pictures. Just describe for us the scene.
We went in. There's a huge sheet across the floor. It's rippling. We don't know what's under there. Some people are like, are those people under there? Kanye shows up with a huge crew with my mind is like freezing just trying to think of all the people that were with him. I mean,
there's a lot of good music.
A$AP Rocky, Pusha T was right there next
Big
to him,
Sean.
looking like super regal.
Right.
So he starts playing this first song. He walks in, he says hi, he's dance around if you want. It's really quick. Pushes play this song Ultra Light Beam, which is it's gonna be huge for so long. It's unreal. This huge like gospel track. Chance the Rapper is the first rapping voice on the album.
Amazing.
Which is awesome.
He killed it.
Yeah, and then at the end of the song, they pull the sheet. There's like 1,000 models on the floor wearing the Yeezy Season 3 Adidas stuff, and it was like breathtaking. It like knocked the wind out of me.
Wow.
And then he plays the album. It was really fun. The crowd kind of pissed me off. They were kind of lame, to be honest.
Really?
Which that happens a lot in New York, I find.
Was it a full house?
It was full. It was packed
But
up.
was it full of boring press people, or was it full of
No, it was full of like people you show. I mean,
devotees.
It was devotees. It was
Wow.
like the people you expect to see at a Kanye concert. But the guy next to me just had his arms crossed and didn't move it whatsoever the whole time.
How do you not move when those records come
the
on?
movement was very light, and it was frustrating.
That's wild.
Yeah, but it was great. The album, the release time and afterward has been as messy as it was before.
And it's ill because on the last podcast you said that you were really scared that Kanye was going to like mess up at the Garden because he had so many balls in the air, so to speak, that how you juggling all this at once. And then the mess up comes after the Garden. The Garden looks like it was, like a clean, hit out of the park.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then the other shoe fell.
And then I'm like, okay, where's my download code coming out? And it's like, we don't hear anything about it. Tidal has nothing to say about it. We don't find anything out for a few days.
Lord.
Then SNL, he just shouts at the end of his song in like this unintelligible blur, like, okay, what's the Tidal.com right now? Get the album. If you guys didn't see that, you gotta watch it. It was, and then he just like kind of screams at the end. And then it was nowhere for like an hour. It showed up on Tidal. I think we're taping this on Wednesday. I think as of today, it's streaming on Kanye's site through a Tidal player, but I think it's for everybody. But we need some time to like process this album and spend some time with it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's really jarring. It's like a lot. Every song has several songs in it.
Right. And that's the thing, because it's not a lot musically. It's a really short album.
Well, with these bonus tracks, though, it's an hour.
With the bonus, I'm listening to it, just the album portion, and it's really not long.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tracks aren't that long.
Wait a minute.
Well, the weird thing is, seriously, we got to talk about this album like in depth, like maybe next week or something. But from track 2 to track like 8 is like 15 minutes. It goes so fast.
Right. And it's so good.
Yeah, and the tone is very like.
And there's some weirdness. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
We'll come back to Kanye. We're gonna give you guys some time to listen.
Yeah, let's absorb.
But let's talk about Tidal itself.
Yes. Though. Is it the new wave?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
He has a very, very disdain.
I don't have this. I mean, I just go off. I don't have Tidal. I just go off what I read and from other people's experiences. Like the whole Kanye thing, I'm always on Reddit. I'm a Redditor, and when I go to hip hop heads, there are mega threads of people talking about they took my money and I have no download code. Yeah. This is the number you call. They are telling everyone there's nothing they can do. Yeah. And then there's like people like, hey man, if you call your bank, they'll cancel the transaction and you get your money back. Like it was like a thing. Like people couldn't get what they were paying for.
Right.
And it was on sale just for like a second.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
And if it's something that you're trying to use one of the biggest acts in the genre, in music basically, to promote your site that has been very
greatest
shaky.
Artist ever.
Like yeah,
according to him.
And this service has been shaky from the beginning, and then you can't even put out that record on time, organized for the people who are paying for it.
Also, in his defense, what happened with the Rihanna situation?
Well, okay, there's a lot of talk about Tidal online,
right,
and in person, but I think that actual fans are different. Like I think there is a devoted fan base. I wish I could remember the number, but in the fall they were celebrating that big concert at Barclays was celebrating some
like 1 million, right, or something.
I think it was more than I think it was like 10.
I want to say it was 10 million.
Maybe let's say 10 million.
After how many months though of it being out?
But if you go to Tidal.com right now, you have the Kanye album right at the top. You have Beyonce's video for Formation. That's still the only place you can watch it, and the video is the better version compared to the song. It's longer. It's got Big Frida on it. Shout out Big Frida.
Duffy.
And the Rihanna album came out there, and there's still just like there's more stuff I'm forgetting, but there's still good stuff like Jay-Z's B-Sides concert. You can still watch that there like a concert movie. I mean, it's there.
That's dope.
They're building like a good back catalog.
Wait a minute. Money and Power season 2 is a Tidal exclusive right now.
Oh, really?
Yes. Really? They did a deal with Tidal and they just launched season 2, Money and Power.
So you go to the site and it kind of says a different story than everybody's opinion about it, because there is a lot of really big stuff on there. But I don't know. It's not the best app. It's not better than Spotify. It's probably not better than Apple Music. I don't use that one that much. But
I do.
I feel like when it comes,
it's fine.
When it comes to Tidal, it's you tell someone who's a casual hip hop fan, you go like, "Yo, Kanye's dropping an album," and you're like, "Sweet, when?" And it's like, "Oh, this day, awesome," but it's on Tidal only, and they're like, "Shit, I guess I'll wait."
Now, is Tidal quickly becoming like? So for me, as an avid, old television.
Mic drop. Not in the cool
He
way.
was pissed. So for me, in the old, like in the sense of like I like to watch old TV shows, I have a Netflix subscription and I have a Hulu subscription because I feel like old stuff is on Netflix, new stuff is on Hulu. So I kind of cover my bases. Do you think you have to have a Tidal subscription solely for the exclusives that they're dropping, and then you probably frequent more so like a Spotify or Apple Music? Do you need to?
I used Tidal when it first came out for a couple months, and then I stopped. And
why did you stop?
I just didn't need it. My library is so deep in
one
Spotify,
of those
and I love
music hoarders.
Spotify so much. Yeah, and I signed back up for Kanye because I'm obviously going to listen to this album. Right. I was ready to buy it. I was like, I'll spend $20, whatever. But Kanye said this album is only going to be on Tidal forever. He said, I'm not selling it on Apple Music, and I'm not selling it anywhere.
He's committed.
That seems unbelievable. But
it does.
We'll have to see what happens.
I mean, it could be either really good for Tidal or really bad.
Well, it became the #1 app over the weekend.
But then how many people were calling to get their money back because the album wasn't there? Because let's be serious, people were getting it for that album.
Sounds like a lot.
So I mean, it's been tough for them since the beginning, because it's tough to go up against a brand that's been established for so long with Spotify
and Apple. Forget it.
And Apple, like those two fucking monsters. Like it's definitely tough. And then, but they're also with like having that press conference with all the people there and like
all the uber rich artists.
Yeah, and then and then they're like complaining about how they're not getting money.
We don't get a lot of money. And it's like really uber rich artists.
You're not getting. Which I agree to an extent. Like you're putting stuff out. You want to be compensated for it. Right. But the way they made their case was kind of in a way where it's like, like I'm complaining about paying too much for, rent, and you're complaining about not getting X amount of dollars for your music. So I think that was also a bad foot and kind of left a weird taste in people's mouth.
Word. So Tidal.
When I first tried it out too, they had the artist playlist that artists have made, and I wasn't that interested in it. But now that I've got it for the Kanye thing, I'm like I should reassess Tidal.
Right.
And that seems a little more interesting to me this time around. Like there's a brand new Jay-Z playlist that hopefully he made. I don't know.
Right.
But he picked 5 or 6 of the really good songs on the Kanye album, of some of the best ones. And also I noticed there's a Future song from the Purple Rain mixtape from January, so they have the mixtape on there, and that doesn't exist on Apple Music or Spotify, so that's cool. It's $20 a month for the super hi-fi. And it's $10 a month for a regular account.
Now, super hi-fi meaning the audio
The
quality?
quality is better, yeah.
$20, dude, that's a lot.
But they don't advertise it as like crappy quality for the $10 one either.
No,
Yeah,
no.
of
Of course,
course,
get
yeah,
the Spotify quality or the Apple Music quality for $10.
I picked the $20.
Of course you did, because you're a music snob.
Oh, what? No.
Yeah, anybody who wears a tie
In
with
a good
a
way.
clip on it is a music snob.
No way.
I'm just kidding.
All right.
I feel like they could fix things if they go like, we're sorry for the trouble with the Kanye album. If you want to
Rihanna
sign up
album.
now, we'll give you a free month with the Kanye album, with Rihanna that just came out, with all the stuff, the features that you just described. That might bring people back and like kind of make amends for the mess that was last weekend. So, I mean, I think there's still time left to determine.
Now, the thing is, too, was it Tidal's fault that this whole Kanye situation? Because Kanye's tweet said that I held my album back a week.
I doubt it.
So we might be blaming Tidal, for no
Well, you
reason.
can't blame them for that, but you could blame them for taking your money, not giving you what you're paying for.
Yeah. And for the Rihanna, that was definitely their fuck
Yeah.
up. But also, I think the Rihanna was like overplayed as a fuck up because people got the album.
Right.
It wasn't like some massive thing where it came out and then nobody could hear it for a long time. It's like the Rihanna album came out on Tidal, and you could only hear it on Tidal for like a week. I think that was a win.
Yeah, agreed. All right, well, it looks like Tidal just might be the new wave.
We'll see.
We'll see.
It's not on the brink of extinction. It's going to be around.
True that. All right, Lil Wayne has reemerged and now has an album coming out with 2 Chainz called Collie Grove, which is a mixture of Collie Park, which is the neighborhood in Atlanta where Chainz is from, and Holly Grove, which is the neighborhood that...
I'm sorry, so are we not getting the Carter ever? Is it just not going to happen?
I don't know.
The Carter's first release date was 5/5/15, I think. So we're coming up on a year since.
I know, but so like, is it just officially? Because
Well, him and Birdman are friends again.
I know, that's what I was saying. I was like, all right, maybe we're gonna
it was
get it.
5/5/14.
Yeah.
It was almost 2
man.
years ago.
Yeah, get over it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, because like when they were seen together and they were cool again, everybody was like, all right, maybe now we're gonna get the album. But then they're like, no, they're cool, but he's still suing them. So it's like, oh crap. And now that this album with Chainz out, maybe, I guess that album is, not gonna see a light of day.
Well, when it does come out, it'll be exclusively on Tidal, so get over it.
I mean, yeah, his last album from July, the Free Weezy album, it's only on Tidal.
He's like a president or VP or something of Tidal. He's got like equity in that thing, so looks like you're gonna be joining the Tidal wave. But anyway, how do we feel about this
Probably not.
2 Chainz, Lil Wayne, Collie Grove album?
I think it makes sense.
Yeah, they've been working together long before most people knew who 2 Chainz was. Most
Very
of the stuff
true.
they do
Duffel
together
Bag
is
Boy,
good. Yeah. So,
smash record.
Titty boy.
I wasn't.
Sounds like saying that.
Who doesn't? I wasn't like super impressed with that video I saw from the other night. They performed on one of the late night shows
Right.
for their first song. It was on Fallon, yeah. I like the title of the song. It's Rolls Royce Weather Every Day.
Yes, that's definitely a 2 Chain coined phrase, I
Yeah.
think.
And it looked like Lil Wayne was wearing like a duct tape cape or something.
Oh my god,
Did he gain weight, or is it just me?
I have no
I
idea.
couldn't tell under the
I was
duct tape
watching
cape.
I watched him in one of those performances. They showed a picture of him or a video of him, and I was like, it looked like he gained weight in his face, which I never thought I'd see happen because he's always been so
Right,
skinny.
seems unbelievable.
Word. I mean, listen, I'm kind of still hurt that the T Wayne album never came out. T-Pain, Lil Wayne album. Hello, I want that first.
Yeah.
I feel like that. Forget your Carter 5. Like
not
I've
getting
been
it.
waiting that for 4, 5, 6 years
Yeah.
now.
I want Lil Wayne to keep making music. I liked all the stuff he made last year. I liked his mixtapes. I really like that Free Weezy album. It's really good. But I don't care about the Carter 5. The Carter 4 sucked. Carter 3's impossible to beat. So, but I want him to keep making music.
Word.
I think this 2 Chainz thing is going to end up being like really short. We'll see.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's more of an experiment, you think?
I think they're great. They could put out 50 songs if they wanted, but it just seems like it might be a short, like 8-song thing.
And it's gonna make for some the lines in that.
Oh, the lines.
The lines between Lil Wayne lines
yes.
and 2 Chainz lines.
Yeah.
It's gonna be quotable. I have a thing with one of my boys where we just text each other randomly, like Lil Wayne lines or 2 Chainz lines, and he'll text me a line and I gotta guess who it is, which one of them. And 9 out of 10 times
funny.
you always know who it is. So this album is just material for both me and my boy
that
to just fucking text each other with different lines.
I think you just gave us an idea for Fuse.tv, Lil Wayne or 2 Chainz lyric. Can your friend make that post for us?
I don't know. He's kind of busy these days.
He can text it all to us.
He can text it all to us, yeah.
The screen grabs.
Word.
Well, we'll see. Holly Grove coming up. We don't know when, but
watch out, little bitch. I had to this once. This once I had to.
I'm excited, man. These are some of my favorite, like, outlandish, boisterous, like, say anything crazy, off the cuff rappers. So I think just like if they keep it in the art of hip hop where they just try to compete and outdo each other with those one-liners.
Oh
my God, we just is going to be gold. And you know the music sonically is going to be dope. Because, you know, the production from both of them, they only rap on dope beats.
And the visuals are going to be solid.
Word.
Moving on to the Lupe Fiasco Street Fighter.
Now he's the champion of the world.
He's not the champion of the world.
The Street Fighter champion of the world, y'all.
Universe.
Just in case.
Set it up.
Yeah,
Tell
just in
us-
case
tell us
you don't
how
know what
this
we're
came
talking
to be.
about. So, you know, Lupe Fiasco was on Twitter and a couple of weeks ago and got into not a spat, but like a little like friendly like shit talking with some gamers and Mad Cats, who makes fight sticks and a lot of video game controllers. They were like, hey, like if you want, you could play one of the greatest Street Fighter players ever, Daigo. I'm not even gonna try to say his last name, from Japan, who's won several, you know, world championships at Evo and all these, you know, fighting games. So
Nicknamed the Beast, right?
Yep. So Lupe took the challenge and he's like, all right, I'm gonna start training Street Fighter 5. Fast forward to this week, they played an exhibition game, and lo and behold, guess who won? Lupe Fiasco beats one of the greatest Street Fighter players in the world.
Yep.
Which leads everyone to believe like
it was rigged.
It was rigged. It was staged. And then Mad Cat's like reps on Twitter like it was not staged. And it's like, you're gonna tell me that Lupe Fiasco trained in Street Fighter 5 for a month and beat one of the greatest fighting game players ever?
Right.
That's like me playing basketball for 2 weeks straight and beating Jordan one-on-one.
No, it's not, because it's not really a skill in terms of athleticism. Like
it's not, but there's a lot of intricacies going.
Oh no, I'm not dissing. Listen, I'm a gamer. I'm not dissing gaming. What I'm saying is you can't beat Michael Jordan in basketball if you train for your whole life. It's just genetically not possible. However, an intense, you know, Rocky-esque training regimen in Street Fighter.
No.
I think no. Why not?
Because this dude's been playing every form of fighting games, including Street Fighter, for the last God knows how long. He's played around the world, beating the best all around the world. And you're gonna tell me he's gonna lose to Lupe after Lupe played for a month?
Listen, you don't know Lupe like that. You don't know how much Street Fighter cred he has.
It's like instinct though too, man. If you've ever seen a really good gamer, my best friend is one, and man, it's like a sixth sense.
Right.
You can train, but you develop this thing over
Dude, we're talking
years.
about one of the most brilliant minds in all of hip hop.
He's making
Lupe
3
Fiasco.
albums right now too. He said he's doing his last,
which is even more reason that he didn't have time to train that much if he's working on how many albums?
3 this year. He said that's going to be his last music.
That's actually a good argument towards him not beating him. So thank you for that one, Esteban.
His tweets though were, he was saying very specific stuff about his training. He's like, we're working on fists only today, like no kicks all day.
Yo, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's possible. Now, I think it was rigged out of the world. However, I still think the possibility is there.
The video
man.
looked pretty genuine. I mean,
because videos can be doctored. Come on.
They doctored
no,
the video?
not of the fight itself, but just of the playing of the event.
Hey, you know what? I think it's a great way to promote Street Fighter V that came out this week.
New game too that they're playing at.
Street Fighter V does a lot of cool stuff under not underground, but not they don't promote the correlation between hip hop and Street Fighter, but every game that's come out, they do some integrations with it.
Didn't they do the Wayne Drake tour?
I believe for the last one,
Capcom.
Yeah. And this one they had like underground rapper Murs. I forgot who else. There was 3 other rappers who all did freestyles for the game and played the game. Doing promotion online. So Street Fighter is definitely a big deal. Fighting games in general in the hip hop community. So that's why that story is.
Kanye sampled it on the new album.
Yes, he did.
That's right.
Perfect. Yeah. There was more though in that when we first heard it. No, because that's one of the songs he dropped a while back to give us a taste.
It's on Facts and it's on the
there you go. Also, Facts has more of the because I remember there was a song that had a lot of it, not just the perfect.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot which one it was. Anyway.
Anywho,
moving on.
The world champion of all Street Fighter.
Did you guys play Street Fighter when you were kids?
Of course.
Who's your character? I got Vega.
Mine was always Blanca.
Mine was Dasen, bro. I would smack you from across the street.
We got no lame Ryus and Kens in here.
Nah, it was too easy.
Yeah.
Flex zone.
All right. Talk about it. Zach, you set this up.
Okay.
This was your idea.
Better Call Saul. Breaking Bad ended a couple months after the creator Vince Gilligan and one of his co-producers, Peter Gould, who's the one who created the character of Saul, said they're making a spinoff, and people were like, "You're about to make a spinoff to the best show that we've seen in a very long time."
Exactly.
It came out. It's really good. Juan and I like it. Have you seen it?
I have. I love Saul. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's great. So it's coming back. It
premiered this week, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, it came back Sunday night?
Monday night.
Okay, so Walking Dead came back Sunday.
Yeah.
Better Call Saul came on Monday. So it's back. There's also just a lot of there's not so many spin-offs, I guess, right now, but there's a lot of just spin-offs and reboots
Fuller
happening.
House.
There's Fuller House, which I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know if
Can't wait to see.
The X-Files is back for a short time. Twin Peaks they're gonna bring back next year. Just so much stuff. So
the new Pee-wee movie coming out.
Yeah, right.
The new Ghostbusters coming out.
Pee-wee movie. Girl Meets World. That's been out for a minute. So, what would you guys want to see come back or get a spinoff?
I need to see Saved by the Bell. I need to see what Zach Morris and the rest of the gang are up to in their middle-aged years.
Ooh. What is that show called, though?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe Saved by the Bell the middle-aged years. I don't know.
Oh man,
because they were Saved by the Bell the regular, and then Saved by the Bell college years. So maybe
I think it's Saved by the Bell the PTA, and now all of them are back in school for PTA meetings.
Oof.
And Slater is the gym teacher now.
That's actually pretty good.
Dustin Diamond needs some money, man.
Oh my God.
Well, he's in jail, so he can't do anything. Isn't he in jail?
I don't know. He's been having a lot of hard years.
Was porn not good to him?
I don't know.
They should just, if they were to do that, they should just art imitates life. It should just be his Dustin Diamond's real life as Screech in the show, and he could be one of those characters when they're like, "What's so heavy?" Exactly so how you spoken to Screech later, and he's like, "Man, last I heard he was in jail for all this stuff," and that would be cool.
That's what they're doing with the Olsen twins on Fuller House. They're basically they're not in, Michelle is on the show, and they gave her basically the life story of the Olsen twins.
That's crazy.
So I want to see, and I want them to wait a little while, but I think about this all the time because I know it'll happen someday. Lost. I want to see that.
I was watching Lost this weekend.
Really?
Really?
I am the dude. I've watched Lost all 5 seasons, maybe 2 times each.
Nice.
Already.
Dude, the funniest thing about
6
Lost.
Seasons, though.
6 seasons. You shut up. I'm thinking of The Wire. There's 6 seasons. I've watched it. After I watched it live in real life, I've watched it twice again in its entirety, at least twice.
I missed the first 3 years of Lost, and everyone was just just going crazy about it. And I'm like, I tried the first episode, and I just could not get into it, right? And for a while, I kept trying, and I'm like, whatever. And people kept going. I was working at VH1 at the time. Every day, was it Thursday day after? Yeah. Every Thursday morning, everyone in the pit would get together and talk about the last episode,
right? And
I would just be like, "Damn, man! I'm the only one who doesn't watch it." But naturally, as being the person I am, when you don't get it, understand it, you just bash it. You're just like, that show sucks. Like, everybody's talking about some dumbass show. And then one day I was like super bored, and I was like, I'm gonna give it one last shot. And for some reason, it just clicked, and I loved the pilot. Caught up to like 5 seasons before the 6th season started.
Oh, great!
And same thing with my wife, so we both got into it, and now it's like one of my favorite seasons. I like shows
absolutely.
ever.
So they're gonna remake that someday. I want them to wait a little longer, but I'm dying to see what it looks like because it was so sharp and so expensive looking the first time. So just effects are going to be better, and they'll probably be able to trim
also,
it down.
Also, you want like a legit, like just like a reimagining of the old series.
I know it will happen someday. I think, and I want to see it. Yeah,
gotcha.
And I love the series. I think it's one of my favorite shows ever. But yeah, I want to see them redo Lost someday.
Yeah,
one of my favorites, hands down. You know where I'm about to go.
Oh. I don't know, because all I could think of knowing you is you want like Fresh Prince back on the air. I knew it.
Come on, man.
With Jaden?
Yo,
I wouldn't be mad.
I wouldn't be mad at Jaden and Willow being in the Fresh Prince in some kind of a reboot. Maybe it's like a reversal. So now like Jaden and Willow got to go to the hood in West Philly.
That would be pretty good, actually.
All right.
I'd watch
those
that.
aliens in the hood in West Philly. Come on, man.
Now, would that be like a Disney show? Or would that be like a straight up like NBC show?
Nah, that's just got to be like Gangland type of show. Like, it got to be on some like Scared Straight, these little weirdo flower kids.
See, I don't like those kids, but I would watch that show.
It would make so much sense for them to be kids that like the parents can't handle and they got to ship them off somewhere.
Exactly.
And then they would, that fish out of water type thing that Will Smith was in that family, they'd be that.
Yes,
damn it,
man.
I want to watch that show now.
See?
Like, I legit, like, I would watch that show.
What are you guys gonna listen to this weekend?
Oh man,
I mean, I'm gonna probably just spend more time with the Kanye album with Pablo. Wait, do we know why it's Pablo?
Did you see the thing I sent you? He's got that line. I feel like Pablo when I'm working on my shoes.
Yeah, but like,
I feel like Pablo when they see me on the news, and I feel like Pablo when I'm working on my house. So people are saying. It's like one line is about Pablo Picasso, one line is about Pablo Escobar, and one line is about like the stereotypical Pablo working on your house.
I did hear the Picasso stuff.
Yeah, it's
the life of Pablo.
It's
Look,
just
everybody's
so
a Pablo.
Maybe it's nobody.
It should have been an asshole. He should just call it asshole.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Especially because that first line, I for some reason I skipped the first track. I went straight into the father.
No,
and the first line is the asshole line.
Yeah, it's
don't
no
do
good.
that. Yeah, that's
we're gonna have to come back. I might have some like hard things to say about it. So
can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh man, this weekend I'm probably the same. Just gonna be listening to Pablo.
Yeah, I feel like a broken record, but I mean, I want to kind of get away from it and listen to something else. I'm listening compulsively, but I'm working on, and I did this when Watch the Throne came out. I'm working on a better version, a better sequenced version with some of the fat trimmed. And I've gotten pretty close, and it's good.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just sent it to Tina, K-Stop host today.
Right.
She's into it, so.
Are there any projects coming out this week though, like on Friday? No. All right, because like
not that I can think of.
I can't think of anything either. So I think you kind of have to like give a couple more spins to Kanye.
Look, man, put that $20 a month Tidal subscription to use.
Yeah. I wish I had a more interesting answer, but it's I'm either gonna listen to Kanye or probably just nothing. I might, for once in my life, just listen to the sounds of the world a little bit.
Word, good luck.
Yeah.
The world sucks. That's why I walk around with my headphones on. At least the sounds of it does.
True that.
All right.
At any rate, that was episode number 2 of the Back of the Class podcast.
Get us on Twitter at Zach Dionne for me, ZACHDIONNE.
Hit me up at Juan con queso with a Z, JUANCONQUEZO.
And he'll just lurk your timeline because he won't ever respond.
No,
to
I
anything.
tweet. I tweet very once in a while. I mostly retweet.
Juan's just waiting for your comments so he can have
waiting
somebody to talk to.
I'm waiting for the influx of followers.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Come
then I'll be
talk
like,
to
okay,
us.
people might actually see me come up on their timeline. So until that happens.
There it is. I am at Esteban Serrano on Twitter, because Zach sent me a screen grab of some weird dude with his shirt off from Instagram at Esteban Serrano. That ain't me, okay? I am a beautiful Hispanic male, but not that guy with the shirt off.
All right.
Peace.
Thank you. See ya.
Watch out, little bitch.